Hello, welcome back to Life Enthusiast podcast. I am Ha, and in today's episode, we are diving into something that has completely shifted how I view the ups and downs of my own journey. We are talking about divine timing. Now, I know that phrase gets thrown around a lot, especially on social media, right? You see it on an inspirational quotes over sunset photos, right? Trust in divine timing. But what does that actually mean? And more importantly, how do we trust it when everything in our lives feels it's falling apart, or when we are stuck in waiting mode, watching everyone else seems to get what they want? So today, I want to explore the perfection of divine timing. Not as some sort of mystical concept that dismisses our pain, but as a framework that might help us navigate the hardest moments of our lives with a little more grace and a lot more patience. We're going to talk about why delays happen and what they are teaching us, and how to hold on to hope when you can't see the bigger picture yet. So grab your drink, get comfortable, and let's dive in. So let's start here, right? We're living in a culture that worships control. We are taught from a young age that if we work hard enough, plan well enough, hustle long enough, we can make things happen on our own timeline. And to be honest, to some extent, I think that's true though. Our actions matter, our choices create ripples. But here's what nobody really prepares for. There are forces at play that are so much bigger than our individual world. You can call it universe, God, or life itself. There is a current running beneath everything we do, and sometimes that current has a different plan than we do. I remember a few years ago, I was desperate for something to happen in my life. Now, I won't get too specific, but let's say I had a timeline in my head. And I thought, well, if this doesn't happen by this date, I'm behind, I'm failing. So I push, I force, and I try to control everything. And you know what happened? Nothing. Or at least nothing that I wanted. I was so devastated. I felt like I'd done everything right. So why wasn't it working? I remember calling a friend to completely break down, saying, "What am I doing wrong?" And they say something that I wasn't ready to hear that time. Right? Maybe you're not doing anything wrong. Maybe it's just not time yet. And now looking back, I can see so clearly that I wasn't ready. The version of me that exists then wasn't equipped for what I was asking for. I needed to grow. I needed to learn things that I didn't even know that I need to learn. I needed to develop skills and perspectives and emotional maturity that only time and experience could provide. So that's the things about divine timing. It's not about punishment or reward. It's not about being good enough or deserving enough. It's about preparation, meeting opportunity at the exact right moment. And sometimes the preparation takes longer than we think it should. Now, I know delays are brutal. Let's just acknowledge that, right? When you're waiting for the job, the relationship, the healing, the breakthrough, every day can feel like an eternity. And so we are conditioned to see waiting as waste time. We're looking at our peers moving forward and think we are being left behind. But what if delays are actually divine protection? Think about it, right? How many times have you looked back on something that didn't work out and thought, wow, I'm so glad that didn't happen? Maybe it was a job you didn't get, then you found out the company went under 6 months later. Maybe it was a relationship that ended, and now you can see how wrong that person was for you. So I have this friend who was trying to move to a new city for years. She's applied to job after job, hundreds of applications, and kept getting rejected. And she was so frustrated and feeling like she's never escaped her small town. Then COVID hit, and suddenly she realized that if she moved when she wanted to, she would have been completely alone in a new city with no support system during a global pandemic. And instead, she was surrounded by family and friends who carry her through one of the hardest periods of her life. And she told me the delay wasn't denial, it was protection. And the universe knew what was coming even when I didn't. Now, what I come to realize that delays give us time to become who we need to be. They give situations time to develop in ways we can't see yet. Sometimes the delay is because there are other people involved, other pieces of the puzzle that need to fall into place first. So I talked to someone recently who spent 3 years applying for their dream position, 3 years of rejection. And they were started to think it would never happen, that maybe they needed to give up on their dream entirely. And when they finally got it, they met their future spouse on the first day. They told me, if I gotten this job any earlier, I wouldn't have met them. They weren't living in this city yet. They had to go through their own journey to end up here at the exact same time as me. So you see, the perfection of divine timing isn't always about us in isolation. It's about the intricate web of connections and circumstances that have to align. It's about the people you haven't met yet, the opportunity that haven't been created yet, a lesson you haven't learned yet. There is a synchronicity to life that we can only see in retrospect. And here's something else about delays. They build character in ways that immediately success never could. Patience, resilience, faith, gratitude. These aren't developed when everything comes easily. They are forged in the waiting. They're built in the seasons when you have to keep showing up, even though you can't see the results yet. So now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Sometimes divine timing feels deeply unfair. You watch someone else get exactly what you have been praying for, and they didn't even want it that badly. They didn't work as hard, they didn't wait as long, and you're left wondering, what about me? Where is it my turn? And this is where I struggle the most, honestly. Because trusting divine timing is easy when things are going well. It's easy when I can see the plan unfolding. But when you are in the year 3 of trying, when you've experienced loss after loss, when everyone around you is celebrating milestone and you're still chasing, that's when the concept of divine timing can feel like a cruel joke. So here's what I've learned to do with those feelings. I let myself feel them. I don't spiritually bypass my disappointment by immediately jumping to everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you need to sit in that unfairness of it all. You need to acknowledge that it hurts, that you are tired, that you don't understand. But after I felt those feelings, I try to remember this. The timeline is not my timeline. The journey is not my journey. What looks like an instant succeed might be built on years of groundwork I didn't see. And what I'm waiting for might require groundwork that's still being laid. And honestly, comparison is the thief of joy. but it's also the thief of perspective. When we measure our chapter 3 against someone else's chapter 20, we lose sight of our own story. We forget that every great story has rising actions, conflicts, and moments when the hero doubts everything. But that doesn't mean the story isn't good, it means it's not over yet. So here's where it gets really practical. Trusting divine timing is easiest in retrospect. When you are in the thick of uncertainty, when you can't see even one step ahead, how do you maintain faith? How do you keep going? And honestly, I don't have a perfect answer, but I will share with you what helps me. First, I try to focus on what I can control. I can control my effort, my attitude, my growth. I can show up every day and do the work that's in front of me, even when I don't see how it connects to my bigger goals. I can be kind, I can be curious, I can be present. Those things are always within my power regardless of external circumstances. And there is this concept in some spiritual traditions about detaching from outcomes while staying committed to the path. It means you keep walking, keep growing, but you hold your desired outcomes loosely. You stop gripping so tightly into how you think things should unfold. Second, I look for the pattern of protection in my past. I literally keep a note in my phone where I write down times when things didn't work out, only for something better to come along. Times when I was grateful for a closed door. Times when the delay made sense later. Building that evidence file helps me trust when I am in a new season of waiting. It's remind me that my life has had divine timing before, even when I couldn't see it in the moment. Third, I try to stay present. Now, when we are obsessing about the future we want or timeline we expect, we miss the gift of right now. We miss the lessons, the small joys, the people and experience that are right in front of us. And when things like that happen, when the moment like that happen, I normally ask myself this question. What if where I am right now is exactly where I need to be? What am I supposed to learn here? Who am I supposed to meet? And how I am supposed to grow? And that shift in perspective changed everything. And certainly the waiting isn't wasted time. It's preparation. It's foundation building. It's the cocoon state before the butterfly. And finally, I try to practice surrender without giving up. There is a difference. Giving up is saying this will never happen, so I quit. Surrender is saying I'm going to keep moving forward, but I'm releasing my grip on exactly how and when this unfolds. It's the difference between resignations and trust. Divine timing asks us to be active participants in our lives while also acknowledge that we are not the only author of our own story. We are co-creating with something bigger than ourselves. Here's what I've come to believe, that everything is unfolding perfectly. Even the painful parts. No, actually, especially the painful parts, right? The rejections that redirects you, the loss that teaches you what really matters, the delay that builds your character and resilience, the closed door that forced you to find a window you never would have looked for otherwise, the breakdown that becomes a breakthrough. So I think about the people I admire, people whose lives seem so purposeful and alive. And almost without exception, when you hear their stories, they are full of detours and delays. The author who got rejected by 50 publishers before their breakthrough. The entrepreneur who failed 3 times before building something sustainable. The person in a beautiful relationship who had to survive heartbreak first to know what they really need. None of this is easy to accept when you're hurting. And I'm not saying you should bypass your feelings or pretend everything is fine when it's not. feel your disappointment, grieve your unmet expectations. That's part of being human. Honor where you are. But underneath all of that, can you hold space for the possibility that there is a bigger story being written? That you're not behind, you're not forgotten, you're not being punished. You are being prepared. The universe or God or whatever you believe in isn't working against you. It's working for you, even when it doesn't feel like it. And one day, you will look back and see the perfection in the timing of it all. You will see how every piece had to fall exactly as it did to lead you to where you end up. There is a beautiful quote that I come back to often. Faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase. That's what trusting divine timing is. It's taking the next step even when you can't see where the path leads. It's believing that you are being guided even in the darkness. So if you are in a season of waiting right now, if you are frustrated because things aren't happening fast enough, if you are watching other people get what you want and wonder what's wrong with you, nothing is wrong with you. You're right on time. Your timeline might look different from everyone else, and that's not a bug, it's a feature. You are on your own unique path, and comparison will always steal your peace. The delays you are experiencing are preparing you for something you can't quite see yet. Keep going, keep showing up, keep trusting that the delays are divine, that the detours have purpose, and that the timing of your life is unfolding with more wisdom than you can currently comprehend. Because it is, and one day you will see it clearly. You will look back and understand why it had to happen exactly the way it did, why you had to wait, why the door closed, why you took the long way around. And in that moment, you will whisper to yourself, it was perfect all along. Thank you so much for listening today. If this resonates with you, I'd love to hear about it. Send me a message, leave a review, or share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, trust the timing of your life is more perfect than you know. Bye for now.